Oh, sorry.
Damo, huge congratulations. A win over Michael van Gerwen. Very, very special. How would you sum it up?
I'd say special. I'd say special that I got the win. It didn't matter who I played. If I got the win, happy days. Yeah, me and Michael, we've had a few battles over the years. Let's not get it sugar-coated, and we've not had the best of games as well at times. And but yeah, always to get a win over Michael is definitely a feather in the cap.
Is it nice to punish his mistakes as well? Because he's done it to so many people over the years. Is it nice to do it to him?
Yeah, he's done it to me plenty of times, has he not? He's done it to everyone. So to get that win, and look, I didn't play on it too much, but at the end of the day, you got to take your chances, and I had a few there and missed a few and take a few. So yeah, happy days at the end of the day, and we move on to the next round.
Seeing you obviously go home to Australia for a period of time, where is the game? Do you come here slightly undercooked perhaps, where you've enjoyed some family time back home?
For myself, because I'm a massive practicer, to have time off is probably a good thing for me. I probably don't see it like that for my own mistakes, because I think you work hard and you do all the right things and then you get the rewards after. So for me to have that break and refresh and see all the family and friends and all that, it was absolutely massive. I really enjoyed myself back home this time. So yeah, to come back and to get that win is absolute insane. I would take it all day long. Rip roaring to get back in. I'll be back on the board like nobody's business, and I have been the last few days. I got back in on a Saturday, so playing Thursday, so only a few days later, you know what I mean? My jet lag's been pretty good. I've not had to wake up at 3 or 4 a.m. and be wide awake. I've actually settled in quite well, and I think I've got it down packed.
Different year for you this year. New Aussie on tour, new World Cup teammate. It's a very different feel for Damon Heta. How good is it to have another Aussie on tour with you this year?
Yeah, look, I don't know Adam from a bar of soap, to be honest. I've never heard, I've heard of him, but I've not spoke to him. Only had a brief message. I spoke to him for about, I did see him for like a brief of 5 minutes. That's about it. Yeah, fair play. Straight out of the blue, I don't think anyone knew him. He's never been on the World Series events or anything. So for him to get a card, I think he was buzzing himself and non-expected. So yeah, fair play. Well, let's see how he gets on. That's it. I can only offer so much advice, which I have. I've messaged him and just lent out a hand, and yeah, so it's all up to him at the end of the day.
Cheers, buddy. Thank you.
Damo, congratulations on today. Is it a different feeling playing Michael van Gerwen now to what it was 5 or 6 years ago when you got on the tour?
Well, I don't know. I know what Michael's about. At the end of the day, I've probably been there when he was 2000 and when did I come on the scene? 19. But yeah, I have played a few World Series and I know what he's about. So at the end of the day, you never underestimate Michael. Yeah, you know what I mean. He could average 130 on you in a quick visit. That's just who Michael is. So when you get chances, you bloody take them, and that's I did at times. So happy days.
You mentioned about Adam Leake getting on tour. He'll be at the World Cup, being a new tour guide holder, but that does mean that Simon Whitlock will not be at the World Cup. Is that maybe a little bit a sad moment that Simon won't be there after he's sort of done so much for Australia and darts over the years?
I think moving forward, it's about time someone else come on tour. Yeah. It's about time. Why not just one? How has there not been 2, 3, 4 coming on to be rivaling that? So to have one now, brilliant. It's probably overdue. So yeah, fair play to Adam. Hopefully he brings the goods at the end of the day, and we'll worry about World Cup time at World Cup time.
After you got on tour and had the success that you've had over the past few years, were you expecting more Aussies to sort of, I guess, follow in your footsteps and want to sort of replicate what you've achieved?
Yeah, I think because I had such a battle in the DPA when I first come on board, I thought, yeah, there's about 4 or 5 that could easily do what I've done, easily peasy, like they were on sort of the same levels, or I mean, I had the rub of the green, you could say, or whatever, but I've got to where I've got to, happy days, and I thought, yeah, there would be a few more, but I think maybe COVID had something to do with it, where they never had that sort of competition all the time leading up, that it sort of put it on the back foot a little, and then you start noticing all the problems with the travel and the money and the Australia-New Zealand thing going on, and yeah, but I think this Premier League that's been going on, and I presume it's going on next year, I think that's such a good thing, and it opens up a new audience and I think a new youngsters to come along to give it a fair old crack, and hopefully, I really think it's a good thing.
Well done, Damon.
Thanks. Cheers.
Hello, Damon. Well done on that win. Just on that point there, you mentioned a few things of why it's so hard for Australians to really make an impact when we're talking over here. For you personally, what has been the hardest thing in moving your life, however many thousand miles it is, and committing to the PDC Pro Tour?
I think I've got away with it a little bit lucky. Look, I don't have kids, so that's a massive part. I'd like that's a good 50% of something to consider. If you've got kids, aka you've got Hopai Puar, Gordon Mathers, they've got kids and they've come over and they've given it a fair crack. Didn't happen for them, unfortunately, and I can tell you they probably got the horror stories about it, you can say, or where they're at the moment. But I'm sure they'd want to give it a fair old crack. But for myself, yeah, like I said, I don't have kids. My wife come with me. It's another massive, because someone's sharing the journey with me. Happy days. If you haven't got that, it's always on the back of your mind, isn't it? At the end of the day, it is very hard. So with Adam Leake, I'm not sure. I think he's a single man. So he might be alright. He's got no kids. He might be alright. So yeah, and a young fella. So and I think he's keen as a bean. I've heard such good things about him though. A lot of people have messaged me going, he's a dedicated man. He's done this and that. I did have a little research about him with the ADA and the DPA and how he's been tracking there. It's probably not up to the standard of the Pro Tour, but he's got a card on the first day. Unreal. And then it looks like he's been gradually getting to really good levels. So hopefully he just keeps that up, and yeah, fair play to him. And but when he plays me, I hope he drops right down for a like.
What impact could this Australian Premier League have? Because on one hand, it could encourage more Australians to pick up bats and play sport. On the other hand, I guess it's more of an incentive to remain in Australia, because you've got the Australian Premier League,
Yeah.
and which is the gateway to the World Championship.
Yeah, I thought it was massive. As soon as it came on board, and then next minute I watched it, obviously, and then the crowd audience was great, and then I heard a lot of good things, and then next minute they're going ahead again. I'm like, this is a good snowball effect. Hopefully we start getting that conveyor belt again, and then it's a massive thing. Yeah, I really do hope that it's a massive positive step. So yeah, and I get to go home every year and play in the World Series, and that's a massive bonus as well.
Thank you, Damon. Well played today.
Thanks, mate.
Congratulations, Damon. With Michael winning in Bahrain and being runner-up in Saudi, did you expect much more of a sharper performance from him tonight?
Yeah, you always expect the best. There's no two ways about it. If you're not going to go in thinking Michael, oh yeah, he's going to play a bloody 80 on average here. Yes, no, it's not. That's not how you go into it. And I think I just got off a bit. I really got off a bit lucky there, and just took some chances that were created out of nothing. At the end of the day, that's how it felt. And yeah, you just got to take them. That's it, because I'm sure at the end of the day he would take it himself and let me know about it.
And what are the aims and goals for 2026? Because by your own admission, 2025 wasn't one of your better ones, was it?
Yeah, it wasn't great, but yeah, it was still half decent on whatever scale you look at with the 100 and even 64 players, and you look where I think I've done all right. I'll take it. It just felt like, looking back now, hindsight, probably like a gap year, you could say. Like, it was a year that just kept me where I am. I think I was top 8 at one point, but yet it just dropped me a little bit because I was plateaued. So it doesn't surprise me. I have a brilliant year this year. Next minute I'm top 8 again. Like, it doesn't, you know what I mean? It doesn't. It doesn't justify where really I'm at. So yeah, I'll just take it as it comes. And yeah, darts is massive, and I'm still learning a good wicket, and yeah, I'm going alright.
And Chris Dobie in the last 16, thoughts on that match?
Yeah, Chris, he's a quality player. I think he played really quality tonight, didn't he? So fair play. Yeah, I'll just go in like any other game, and yeah, hopefully get the win and take my chances, and probably hopefully play a little bit better.
Thanks, Dan.
Hi Damon, you played some scintillating stuff on the floor events last year, but it maybe didn't translate so much on the televised and big stage. Is that something that you think tonight may leapfrog and do better this year?
Oh, mate, you got that violin out, haven't you? Yeah, I get that a lot, and it's not to say, I don't know, I got a couple of colours there on the old TV, a few quarters and one semi, if everyone wants to point that out. Yeah, great. Yeah, why not? Like, I have done some things. It's just, I think it's just the expectation. A lot of people probably expect me to do a lot of good things on TV all the time, and I expect it of myself, don't get me wrong. It's just, yeah, sometimes it just doesn't happen. I create chances, didn't happen. I've been you know what I mean? I've been given away last times in, some last leg deciders or whatever, and, you get the rub of the green sometimes and it happens for you, and then you go on and you do well. So, yeah, I'm not too bothered. Like, it's just, it is what it is. Like I said, I'm still doing all right. I'm playing darts for a living. At the end of the day, you know what I mean? Like, I want to be everyone wants to be world number, everyone wants to be world champion, but not everyone's going to get there. So all I'm going to do is keep giving it my best, and it's the year of the horse, so giddy up, mother truckers.
And we spoke about the Australian Premier League. Well, the BBC Premier League starts on this Thursday. Is that a dream of yours? I mean, you spoke about top 8, and you seem ready-made for Premier League Weekly. Is that something you could dream of getting yourself?
Yeah, it would be nice. I've said that I'd love to play it. Just at least once. Just give it a fair old crack and have a good time. And yeah, I enjoy darts. I practice all the time. I play all the time. So it's one of those that you want to be involved in. There's so much snowball effect with the Premier League. You get so much more as well, and the exposure and everything that you get with it. So yeah, it'd absolutely be brilliant. But look, I'm not gonna lose sleep over it if I don't get picked for whatever reason and all that. So it's just up to me to do what I can and keep the 100% effort up, and that's it. That's all I can do.
And finally, what would you consider to be a good year for Damon Heta in 2026?
Yeah, look, I've set my goals. I've got shoot for the stars, I've got where I should be, and I've got satisfactory, and then I'm like, yeah. So I have set these things. It's probably too much to explain right now, but it's, I just, like I said, I've had a gap year last year, you could say, so anywhere above there is satisfactory, and then beyond that, brilliant.
Well, good luck for this evening, mate.
Thank you very much. Cheers.
Change your